So as you know, I am building a castle for my cat, Spade, during this time in quarantine. This is what it looks like beforehand. Some boxes. This will be the balcony later. We'll get to that though. So yes, this is the first look. Updates to come. Okay, so I just made my first mistake out of probably many in this whole castle making extravaganza. I made the door, but I didn't make the hole that's supposed to be connecting, and I already hot glued it. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm in the box now because I'm trying to make the hole that's in between. That's how it's going. I think I pulled a muscle in my neck and I'm sweating in the box. So that's how it is right now. Okay, I'm done with this part. Ooh, no. Okay. Can't do that again. Okay, so I'm done with the hole in the middle now. That took me at least a half an hour. It's pretty good though. If you wanna, what, oh. See, it's like good, decent cat sized. So now I'm gonna be doing the balcony. And I think that could be the most important part of the castle. So, yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so now I'm done with the balcony. Again, out of breath. I hope this is what you were talking about, Christy, when you said, is it? That's the balcony update. Now I just have to hot glue it, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and paint. That candy cat looking back at me. The real star of the show. I'm this far done. And that's all I've done so far. So just a cat update for yeah. Hello, Spade. I knew this was gonna happen. What have I learned so far? I learned that planning ahead is important, and I thought I planned ahead, and I really didn't. Because I realized a few seconds ago that I didn't cut out the holes for the same mouse windows. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet. But I've decided that I'll do this side, and then I'll start thinking about it, because I'm already painting, so even if it was a mistake, I've committed to this one, so that's an update. I am now reporting to you live from my balcony, where I will be painting the back of the castle blue. Ooh, blue. Thank you, Christy, Daisy, and Adobe, for following this really eventful journey. We will now be painting the castle blue. This is a microphone. Kind of like in Twitches, but different. Okay. So now that the gold paint is drying upstairs, I'm gonna do the stained glass windows. And I got these frames, and I thought if I just put tissue paper in them, it would be like a stained glass window. I've never obviously done this before. This could not work. Also, I didn't cut the holes through the cardboard. And at this point, I don't think I'm going to. I'm kind of getting tired of this. Still excited, but I want it to be done. So we're just gonna see how this goes, and if it doesn't work, it just doesn't. So I have my first one. You might say, that doesn't look like a stained glass window. And you would be right. Okay, next one. Okay, so I just got done with my next one. And I think it's pretty good. I think what inspired me for this one was like old, like actual stained glass stuff. And you would say, oh, that's kind of weird. But I think it'll make sense once I explain it. Okay. What? Just having some trouble. Okay. Here is this one. And again, that is Spade. And a halo behind him because to represent his holiness. That's what a lot of old stained glass did. So I thought that it was only fitting that I also did that for his castle. Okay, now that we know the stained glass, it is time for the chains. I hope they're not in one piece. I think they're in one piece. Because these were supposed to go outside of the door. And I was like, oh, this is perfect, exactly what I need. It's not excessive at all. Most cat castles probably would have these. Oh, yep, that is in one piece. Okay, so I was just cutting it, and it did work with scissors. So pro tip, if you ever need to cut a chain like this, you can just use household scissors, and it'll work. Okay, so now we're done with everything. It just has to be all assembled. So what if Spade doesn't like it? I've been trying not to think of that because I've basically worked 2 days on it. And yes, it was quarantine time, so I didn't have any other plans, obviously, but I still did work 2 days on it, so. I'm not even done yet, and Spade can't get enough. He loves it. This is everything I could have. Oh, what are you eating? Uh-oh. Okay, so here we have the stained glass windows. As you can see, they're not leveled or even. I kind of just gave up at the end. Here's the entranceway. Very nice. First floor, very roomy. Then you go to the balcony. and you see Spade. Wow. Okay. Oh, 10 out of 10. I think it went pretty well for 2 days, and now just something that'll be in the house. So I think it was good. Overall, I feel like it was a success. I did end up making the castle. Doesn't really look like a castle, just like a decent box house, but I think halfway through, I just got kind of over it. It was a lot of painting, a lot of cutting, a lot of cardboard. And I probably should have seen that coming, given those are my materials. But Spade likes it, so that's kind of the reason I did it. So overall, I call that a win. So fist bump, a Daisy, fist bump, Adobe, fist bump, Christy. Bye.